engineer and operator. Right, there we go, we're recording. So, I think a little explanation is necessary, don't you?
Okay.
This is my dear friend, Jonny Cheshire, one of my oldest friends in the universe. And I've got a lot of friends in the universe. And it's not every day one of your oldest friends hands you a bunch of MP4 films and says, what do you think of that then? Which is what you did about a month ago.
Similar.
Thereabouts, yeah?
Yeah.
And these films are really important because they were made in 1975 by you and I.
Yeah.
Incorporating a number of other friends of ours that we haven't seen much of over the years.
Yeah.
But I feel that we are going to be seeing more of because of these films.
Yeah. Every chance.
Yeah. And so it's been weird because I feel like because of it, I've been living in the past for the last 4 weeks.
I think probably you've been living in the past for about the last 58 years.
I think that's probably true, Jonny.
Yeah.
Jonny was in my first band, Jonny and the Martians.
Lovely.
Because his real name is Jonathan, but I am the only person who calls him Jonny. Isn't that true?
It's very true.
It's very true.
Yeah.
And because of Jonny, I first played a guitar and a bass guitar and worked on ideas for songs. So it's him you've got to blame. It's a fair cop, but society is he's to blame.
You're not laying that shit on me.
Do you want to watch these films, or do you want to say something else before?
No, I think we should go straight into it.
Yeah? Right, okay. So I'm going to just hit play here on the digital display screen. And so, what are we looking at here?
Well, I think it's going to rain. There was a series of little films that we made, and I don't know really what we were trying to say in this.
I'm trying to camp it up a bit.
Well, it was certainly very camp. That's right.
Camp. That's Kim Higgs,
yeah.
Graham Bell, and me on the right.
Higgs,
and you are filming.
I'm filming. Yeah, I'm in charge. Yeah,
now,
on this occasion.
I have to jump in here and say this is proof from an early age that I am DNA pre-designed to take all my clothes off.
Yeah, and I think you had a contract. There was a no nudity contract. I think we had that you took no notice of.
No,
which was disappointing.
I'm surprised you didn't sue me.
Well, there's still a chance.
No, fair enough. So there we go. 14. Now, This is me in disguise. You'd never noticed me, and there's you in disguise.
Yeah. Look at that. You'd hardly know, would you?
No, and you've got a fantastic handlebar moustache. And you're getting away in your getaway vehicle.
Yeah. Well, the interesting thing about this is that Kim was instructed to throw that bucket of water over me.
That's Kim.
That's Kim there.
Who we all loved.
She's a lovely woman.
Very, yes, in a wholesome young boy sort of a way. Well, yes.
Yeah, we were at the same age.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yes.
But my next door neighbour, Marilyn, came down the path at the same time and she got a soak in. So her husband, who's a police officer, then spoke severely to me about it.
Well, I think reprobate ran in the blood.
Yeah. And
I don't know why I'm playing an old man there, chasing a young lady.
I think we're influenced by Benny Hill.
I think you've cracked the code.
Yeah.
Now, you can't see this, but there's a young Ian Dillamore in the shadows here.
I'm not sure about that.
Well, I'm going to prove it to you.
Okay.
Any second, he's going to pop out from behind the trees there and stick his tongue out.
But I don't know if that was Ian Dillamore.
It is, look. That's Ian Dillamore. And Kim Higgs.
Never had him on the books, honestly.
What, you mean he never got paid?
No, he never got paid.
Well, I'll see him later on. I'll give him a shilling.
Yeah, well, you should.
And this is Kim and I leaving the scene and moving into another scene in a romantic way.
Yeah, I think this was the idea of this.
Yeah.
It was this unusual area that we found, which looked a bit... Do
you like the credits?
Yeah, excellent, yeah. It looks a bit moonscape here.
Yeah. I've lightened it a little bit. That's the back of Bideford Green, isn't it?
Yeah.
Used to be Fields.
Derwent Road.
Yes.
Yeah.
So did you like that?
That's great. Fantastic.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to say about that one before we move on to the next one?
No, I think we could probably talk about Kim Higgs a bit later on.
I think we should talk about her in the next section because she's in the next film.
Okay. All right.
Which is a bit of a departure. Suddenly, we've gone into the horror film market in this next little episode. And I hope you like what I've done with it musically, except you won't be able to hear it while we're talking. So we're segueing from the last film into the new one.
Yep. We're doing the Hammer thing,
yes.
which is they used to use the same set many times over, but just call it something different.
Yes.
So this mid-European sort of...
I've gotcha.
I think this wooded area around here used to be called Ronnie Wood or Bambi Wood or something by the locals. And I think that's probably why we used it.
Now, I believe you're playing the next character in this.
Yes.
Who's about to come into frame.
Yeah.
And would I be right in saying that Graham Bell is the cameraman on this one now?
Well, that could well be. Or your sister... No, your sister wouldn't be in this, would she? It could well be Graham Bell, yeah.
Yes. Now,
I was
this
the
is
beast.
you. You're the beast.
Yeah.
And look at that incredible prosthetic.
I tell you what, that was hours.
It did.
Hours in makeup.
It did take hours, yeah. And you some very good fumbling around in the undergrowth there on your behalf.
Well, I think so, yeah.
We see still staying in character, both Kim and I, holding it together.
Yeah. It's tight, isn't it? It really is.
It is.
You know, it's quite suspense.
And there you are.
Yeah.
Look, the suspense on us is just
incredible.
It really is.
I moved so gracefully, I think.
You did, yeah. I thought you were on a dolly.
It was earlier.
Bit violent.
Look at that.
A little bit violent, you know.
Good God.
Yeah. Maybe influenced, definitely by the hammer horror genre.
Definitely. So now I'm after Kim.
Yes. Weren't we all, darling?
Well, no, I love it. I don't know what I was going to do when I caught her, though. I wasn't really sure about that.
Put a bandage on her head?
Yeah, could have done, yeah.
And look, some Oscar-nominated acting by yours truly, carrying a knife, different times.
A knife.
And, bullseye! God, dear
me.
It's cliff-hanging stuff,
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That, Hammer used to do those films. They used to run for about 84 minutes, the Hammer films. That was a whole condensed horror film in 4 minutes.
Absolutely.
And probably less than 4 minutes.
We scripted it.
Yeah.
We filmed it.
Yeah.
We did makeup.
Yeah.
We did lighting.
Yeah.
We cast it. I mean, it's funny, Kim Higgs was very much a part of the casting couch for us back then. And before the Me Too movement, clearly she hasn't taken any action against us yet. Yeah.
I think we were influenced by, for that, I think Scars of Dracula. Jenny Hanley was in Scars of Dracula.
Fantastic.
She was also in Magpie.
That's right.
And she was also the old Spice Girl.
That's right. From
the men's fragrance.
The aftershave.
Yeah. If you want to smell like an old...
I do already.
Anyway, she was the face of that. And I think that's what we based that on. And I think... when she refused to work with us, that's Jenny Hanley.
Yes,
I think that's when Kim
Higgs came into view.
Yeah.
Well, that's part 1.
Yeah.
And 2.
Yeah.
There's many more parts. Are you ready to carry on? How are your emotions dealing with this?
It's traumatic.
I've got to say, just seeing Kim Higgs again has really played havoc with my psyche. Now, where did I put those? I think they're up here, Jonny. Finished films. Here we go. Now, the next one is an animation.
Okay.
This is a Christmas animation that I'm not sure that... I think this might have been Graham and I, but you must correct me. Do you remember being there during this time? Definitely your equipment.
Definitely my equipment. Yeah, I was definitely involved in this. Yeah,
you always had great
there.
Equipment.
Yeah,
I have to say, and you always helped. You let me use it as well.
Yeah. And so Yashica Standard 8 cine camera.
Yes.
And this is Nightmare Before Christmas kind of thing, isn't it? Well before Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes.
I mean, if you were to get a kick like that,
it would be very nasty.
Horrible.
For sure. Well, who were our main influences around this time?
So, I think Ray Harryhausen.
Absolutely nailed.
Absolutely. So all the stuff he did, we wanted to be Ray Harryhausen.
We did. And you can see that influence here with the sets.
Yeah.
And the lighting.
Yeah.
and my sort of guest starring hand there on the left.
That was unfortunate. I don't remember that in any Harryhausen films.
No, but if you look really closely, you can see his cock in one of them. He actually.
I don't remember that.
No.
No.
Well, I actually met Ray Harryhausen once.
Well,
yes,
would you like to tell us about?
I did. I met Ray Harryhausen at a party, and he was the most lovely man who would never put his cock in anything, actually.
No. Or his hand.
Or his hand.
Yeah.
He was a gentleman, and I said to him, "It is so great to meet you. Me and my friends have been so influenced by your work. We've done some stop frame animation." And he said to me, "Did you find it as much of a pain in the arse as I did?" And as this will attest to, it is my hand again.
I think this is probably an afternoon's work.
Yes.
I'm guessing.
We ran out of script because Tan's in it.
Yeah,
Tan the dog.
Doing it,
yeah, see.
I think you probably need to take that out, that Tan bit.
Do you think so?
Yeah,
I kind of like it. He's gets the credit at the end.
I think he's got to be in there.
I was going to put the glasses in as well. So we've moved into animation world.
Yep.
Very quickly, we've moved from horror and romance, but now we're going to stay with the animation scene, and someone is going to show himself on the scene that we have not seen in decades.
Who's that?
I shall point him out to you when he comes in.
Okay.
This is Dr. Naughty's Nasty Nobbler, and here is Robert Furtado.
I can see why we paid the money for him. He's good, isn't he?
Well, we did enjoy his acting at the time.
It was very
Although I have
nice.
to say that switch away into my kitchen is totally out of sync and not very good on continuity. Now here's me, a young me, 15, and you're the cameraman this time again.
This time, yeah.
There's a theme in these.
Yeah. You tend to show off when I do the filming.
Yes, you.
We also got good product placement going on here as well. I think
cornflakes.
I think Kellogg should probably pay us a bit for that.
I agree. And here's Robert Furtado back. He is Dr. Naughty, and he's about to put his nasty nobbler in the kitchen. Now, Robert Furtado is a chap that I haven't seen for decades, and I'm going to tell you a little story here. He is the chap that I wrote "Turn Your Back on Me," the Kajagoogoo song. Yeah. But that's another story aside. The background story on that is another story. That he's who I wrote the song about. So Dr. Naughty's Nasty Nobbler is intent on nobbling the cornflake eater.
In a nasty way.
Yeah.
Well, I remember this, and maybe you complaining that lot of cornflakes had to go on for about an hour. Filming that, and it must have been quite a horrible mush by the end of it.
I think it was your way of getting some exacting revenge
I
on me.
wouldn't say that, but I think
it's a little bit out of focus there, John.
Yeah,
I don't know what you were thinking.
I was struggling with some of the technology,
but you can see what we're getting at.
Yeah, the animations were still good.
Yeah, and there's a great look. It's great acting. You'll see there he is giving directions. This is a very strange script, though, isn't it?
No, I think if you were to find something like a nasty nobbler on your table, on your breakfast table, that's probably what you'd try and do.
I suppose so. And if your nasty nobbler was being nobbled, you'd knock your hat off.
Yeah, you would. Absolutely. Yeah,
you
it would take your hat off and put it.
I thought this bit was quite good.
Yeah.
It's almost in focus. The lighting changes and becomes quite interesting. You can see what's going on. He scratches his head. We've got a few seconds of reasonable animation there.
Yeah. So no,
we spent I think 2 or 3 days doing this.
Yeah, this was a school holiday project. Yeah.
Shot at number 66 Churchill Road in Leighton Buzzard.
Yes, it was. Yeah. Unfortunately, only sort of curtailed by us running out of film.
Yes. And you pointed out to me.
Yeah.
These are actually not my feet.
No. Well, we couldn't animate and film, and you have your feet in it. So you were animating. I was filming. I'm fairly sure of this, and that is your Dave Seabrook.
Dave Seabrook. Somebody else we haven't seen for a long time.
Yeah.
But I'm going to put this on YouTube, and hopefully Dave Seabrook will see
come to the fore
that he gets a special mention.
It was good work as well. I think
it was. His feet were a lot butcher than mine. My feet would have been more effete.
Yeah.
Than his.
I've seen your feet. Yeah.
They're very effete. Yeah. Okay, so we're well into this now.
It's good.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, all right.
Are you feeling emotional?
I'm all right. I'm holding it in at the moment.
You're doing well because I had to go away and be on my own for a little bit after
you've been dealing with this for a number of weeks.
I have. And even Sonny's come in to say hello. That's Sonny going in and out of the door, by the way. So the next one, Jonny, is a bit of a psychological roller coaster where you come out from behind the camera, and I think I may have become the cameraman on this.
Okay.
And you actually pull off some pretty amazing acting.
Okay. So let's have a look.
This is called Dracula. Again, influenced by the 70s horror genre, Hammer horror films. And look at that. Oh no, Trent Baker is in it as well.
Yeah. I killed him twice in this.
He's never forgiven you. No. So there you are. That's you in your dad's shed.
It was a bad hair day. Look at that.
No, I take issue with that. I think it's rather foppish. I like it. And you just kill your assistant.
Yeah, so that's Trent, and I've killed him.
Poor Trent. What did he do? There's no backstory, is there?
Well, no. There's only so much you can do with 4 minutes.
That's true. Nice moon acting, but. Yeah.
And then we suffered with the same problem as Hammer. We couldn't film at night, so we're immediately sort of back into almost daylight.
Yes.
But here I am.
Yes.
I've come up the wall.
You did.
To the first floor. I've broken into the bedroom. Look at that wallpaper.
That's Graham Bell in your bedroom.
Yeah, in my bed.
In your bed.
Yeah, that should never be.
It would never work today, would it?
No. And then I'm going to kill him.
God.
That's number 2. Number 2 death.
It's a bloodbath.
It is. Horrible.
I remember your bedroom so well. Look at that! That's extraordinary. Special effects. And look, you're still in character.
Yeah. Got the teeth in there.
Yeah, we could have got the washing in, but I don't think your mum thought it was dry enough at that particular time.
No. And there's Trent again. Now, he's already dead. But
he's come back and he's still wearing the same clothes.
Yeah.
Is he a zombie assistant?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think we're trying to get our money's worth. I think that was the thing.
I tell you what, your dentures are great.
Yeah. Well, those dentures, I think you used after.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why
they passed around.
Maybe that's why I get cold sores.
It could be. Either that or that tour in 1984.
It might be that. It's more likely. And look, wow, that's chilling stuff, Jonny.
Well,
I like the ash in the hands. Now, there's a bit of subtext which you don't really see here.
Yeah.
When Trent pulls the stake, he cuts his hand accidentally, and the blood goes back onto you.
Yeah.
And he wipes it on, and he's thinking, I've got to get this blood off me.
Yeah.
Not realising that will reanimate
potentially
a vampire.
Yeah.
And if you ever needed proof, here we have it.
There you go.
And you've been reanimated.
You see, another 4-minute classic. I can't believe what we managed there.
I mean, Mark Gatiss was influenced by that stuff.
By us?
Not by us, no, by the same stuff that we do.
Yeah,
there's a whole swathe of horror genre writers, science fiction writers that drank that stuff in. So it wasn't just us that was in love with it.
It was a great time. It was a great time. It really was for film.
It was amazing. Okay, so I have to thank you for your contribution to that, by the way, your acting and everything. It's great to see you come out from behind the camera at last.
Well, I think we needed to mix it up a little bit. I think that was what we were trying to do.
Okay.
Well,
there is more of you later.
Okay.
But before we get on to some more of you in your stunt role, we're going to now move into a sort of a little bit of a sideline, which is early music.
Okay.
Well, that's what I've called this. I've taken some liberties here, Jonny. I hope you don't mind in some of the music I've chosen, but also the titles that I've given them because they just seemed pertinent. So
how long did early music take you to how
I think it's the shortest one. There's not much in it. I mean, this is Graham.
Yeah.
Who you and Graham were the guitarists.
Yes.
And I was the drummer.
Yeah.
So Graham had a bass, but he's playing your acoustic guitar there.
Which I brought with me today.
You didn't.
I did.
Well, I need to see that at the end.
Okay.
You need to get it. And here's me coming into our bedroom, into the playroom of our house.
Yeah.
With my first instrument, which was quite extraordinary for a young boy to be given a full drum kit. And there's Robert Furtado again, and there's me playing the drums. This was profound when I saw this.
It's fantastic. Absolutely amazing. I don't even remember you being that good.
No, and it's great with the volume turned down as well. It's best like that.
Have you put some music over this?
Yeah, but it's just a piece of old shit.
I'm going to suggest Dance with the Devil.
Like Cozy Powell?
Yeah.
I think it's not a bad idea. Now, what's happened? Has that just stopped for the sake? Yeah, that's come to the end. That's the end of it. It was a short one.
Yeah,
okay.
No.
I didn't even bother putting credits on it. So here we have the next one where you are, I think, influenced by Evel Knievel.
Yeah. So this is 75.
Yeah.
75 was when he came to Wembley. He jumped 13 buses. So I was heavily influenced by that.
Did his flares catch a wind? Was that what it was?
He had flares.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was...
I had the rocket car.
No, that wasn't. It was a motorbike. The Wembley one was.
Was it?
After that.
Did you go?
No.
But no. You were influenced by it?
Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to be Evel Knievel. Uh-huh. So I get to jump one person in this as opposed to 14 buses.
And who was the person?
It was Charlie Lindaz.
Charles Lindaz! That's right.
It's unfortunate you have to say it like that, but
yes.
Them's the rules.
But you we always did, didn't we?
Yeah.
And unfortunately for Charles Lindaz, Graham Bell always beat him up.
Yeah.
And then any friends that came along and met him were automatically made to beat up Charles Lindaz.
It was unfortunate if your name was Lindaz, then that was the end. That's what had to happen every time. But
should we watch it?
God,
I think he'll be very grateful of his credit in this.
His mention,
yeah, sure and I think he does a good job of being run over. There you are on your supercharged go-kart, using the old sets. Lindaz,
yeah. And Graham Bell.
That's you?
That's me.
Yeah.
But Graham Bell was pushing it, I'm pretty sure.
Reusing the old sets.
Yeah.
Like a la the horror film genre.
Yeah.
And now that's you.
Yeah.
And that's you. So Graham Bell's probably filming this.
Could well be.
I don't know whether we would have let Lindaz use the camera.
No, I think probably not. No. We're probably too busy beating him up.
Yes. He wouldn't be able to hold it very steady while we were beating him. No.
Terrible shake.
I've got a feeling he gets another cameo in this.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. There he is.
Lindaz! There he is. And look at that. Masterfully done, Jonny.
Yeah.
Lindaz!
Yeah.
Good old Charlie. I haven't seen him since we...
Well, let's hope he gets in touch, because I'm sure he'll see this.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in this I'd like to see again, particularly Kim Higgs. that sounded impure. Lindaz!
You might have to edit a little bit.
Oh dear.
I think it does go on a little bit. I think maybe I need
Jonny. These are vignettes from our history. You can never have too much of this stuff.
Okay.
Lindaz! That's you?
Yeah.
I thought it was Mark Woolley, but it's not.
No, it's definitely.
And there's your mother.
It's my mum with my dog and Speedy, the guinea pig.
And what was your dog's name?
Zoe.
Yeah. And Speedy was the guinea pig. What was the other one called?
I can't remember. It was my sister's. It had sort of like a feminine name.
Yeah.
I
there they are.
I don't even think about it.
I know it's quite emotional for you,
Yeah,
but I'm not surprised. You're holding this together very well.
I'm doing my best.
Yeah. Okay. So
it's mainly down to the drugs.
That's what it is. Okay, Sal. This is the last one now.
Okay. So I guess you left the best one till last.
Well, I'll let you be the judge of that.
Does it feature you more than anything else?
No, I don't think that's fair. I think it features Trent more than anyone else, actually.
Okay. Well,
and a cameo from my sister Jackie, who would have been 12.
Yeah.
Which is really incredible. But when she appears, she looks like a Bay City roller.
I think we'll probably see it. We'll know when it is her then.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, here we go. Local Killer. It's a JGM film. Jonny Graham Nick.
Well done.
Yes, got that in there. Presents.
Done a good job there.
Yeah. Local Killer.
Yeah, no, that's excellent.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, look at the colour.
It's good, isn't it?
Fantastic.
It's like, what do they call that? What do they call that?
Technicolor.
Yeah. Trent, stop looking at the camera and smiling.
And smiling.
You're being a tramp who's about to die.
6 years at RADA, and he's smiling at the camera.
He let us all down there. My sister Jackie. She should have been starting on the bike, and I should have edited it, but it made me laugh so much I thought I'd keep it in like that. Are you happy with that?
Well, yeah. I mean, I would have liked it to be a bit smoother, but okay. Warts and all, I suppose. Yeah.
Obviously, I think we had a deal with Raleigh Bikes because you were filming the bike and not really my sister.
I think...
Was it product placement you were worried about?
Well, there was always an opportunity that I felt, there's some money to be made. But now look, we're looking about in the bushes.
Yeah.
Again, Bambi Wood.
Yeah.
Or Ronnie Wood, so whichever one it was. And he's off over there. He's going to have another smoke.
Yes, he's smoking roll-ups at 14. Trent's about to buy
that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Now, who's this terrifying spectre that's appeared on the horizon?
I don't know. I think it's a star, but it's a star of the show, almost for sure.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
My sister is terrified of what she's just seen.
Yep.
She's running away, but then in the tradition of all great horror films, can't stop herself from going back into the haunted house.
Yeah. But then it'd be only 3.5 minutes if she had to run off.
Yes, very true. And she's examining the gory remains at the scene of the crime.
Yeah, that was some good makeup going on.
Yeah, it was good. We nailed the makeup.
We're getting good by this point.
We are. Yeah.
Now this is all a bit weird for me. That's you and your sister, and I don't know quite how to take that.
Yeah, fair enough.
You need to have a lot of therapy.
I do. And who's that?
Look at that. So you wearing the teeth there?
Yes. And you always said that I was too pretty for horror, and I think that bears it out, really.
Yeah, it is.
I think I let it all down then. I just wasn't ugly enough.
No. And we'd put a lot of makeup on you.
You did, yeah.
But you were so pretty.
Yeah. See, there we go.
Well, that's fantastic.
So, Jonny, I want to thank you for this incredible journey down memory lane. Are you sure you haven't got anything else in your back pocket you want to show me?
Not really, no. But it was good. It was good. I think, when we look back at it, we've got nothing to be ashamed of.
No.
Well, a few things.
Yeah.
But generally not.
Cheers.
Yeah.